Hello and welcome back to another stream of our Historical Order project, and today we're gonna start with a new game in this series of playthroughs, which is Assassin's Creed Rogue. It's gonna be part of 3 games that will kinda like overlap each other, which will be Rogue, AC3 and Liberation. And we're truly now entering territory where we kind of like jump back and forth between games within one stream even. And today's gonna be the start of that. We're gonna play for sequence 1 of AC Rogue. Then we're gonna jump over to AC3 to kind of like start the journey to the New World. And then while the journey to the New World is happening over 72 days, we're gonna have some AC Rogue missions in between. So it's gonna be interesting, you know, playing in the exact kind of like order of events. But yeah, looking forward to this. We're gonna keep the same challenge that we had for the games of Black Flag and Freedom Cry. So no fast travel, 4 sync missions, and of course playing everything in historical order, which also means pretty much doing all the, you know, main and side missions in the games. And we're also on top of that, of course, reading all the historically relevant database entries. So yeah, that's the plan here. The plan, as Dutch would like to say. Just gonna check if everything is fine here for now. Actually, let's disable mission rating because I don't intend on using that. I'm gonna turn everything on because this isn't a no HUD playthrough like we've done last time. Because last time we played no HUD, no fast travel, which was even madder. But yeah, welcome in as well. Hello there, Ave. Good day. Hope we're doing well today. Hello there, Dex. Welcome in as well, dude. It's a crazy and cool crooked creature. The creature with K. Hope you're doing well this morning, Dex. Hope it's shaping up to be a good one. But yeah, no fast travel can definitely be a bit mad, especially if you have to get like across the whole map for like one mission. But hey, it's the journey we're after. Just gonna disable some HUD elements I don't really intend on having on. Some of them are really not that necessary. We just, you know, clutter the screen further. It's quite interesting that this game didn't have anything better than FXAA. And it also doesn't have any NVIDIA physics. Both features that Black Flag actually had in cooperation with NVIDIA, but for some reason weren't included into this game. Which honestly makes Black Flag look better, in my opinion. But they're still, you know, very similar in, of course, you know, being set in the same engine and based on the same kind of like ground system. But I think some of the NVIDIA kind of like features of Black Flag were added after release. Not immediately. Ah yeah, my favorite playthrough, the look oi make. I mean, it's so iconic, I kinda like have to keep this and delete the no HUD playthrough instead. And yeah, we're gonna jump into sequence 1 of Rogue. It's gonna start at the very start of 1752 in January. And yeah, we're gonna play until July. It doesn't really matter in this year because until AC3 starts, there's gonna be a 2-year gap. And pretty much the same is true for Rogue between Sequence 1 and 2.
Stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the Assassin Brotherhood. These are the tenets of the Creed, the principles I used to live by. I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Okay, first things first. Database. Okay, there isn't anything in the database yet. Good to know, because sometimes, you know, the game immediately presents you with database entries that don't actually pop up as updates. You were a latecomer to this game, but you really enjoyed it, had a blast. Yeah, Rogue can definitely be good fun. I mean, it's pretty much like, you know, Black Flag, you know, 1.5 or something. Black Flag already, you know, was a great game. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac, and I have the most stereotypical Irish name you could think of, with the worst Irish accent you could think of. It's really funny how I got a French Canadian to try to impersonate an Irish dude. Black Flag with icebergs, you say? Pretty much that, yeah.
Well, you won't lack for firewood at least.
Just one thing I have to check real quick. Just 1 second.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain de Liverandre and his crew must have run into some...
French, Canadian, Irish, same shit. Yeah. Hardly a difference in the accent, I would say. Liam O'Brien. Born 1726. Was born in Plymouth, Massachusetts, to Irish immigrants. After years of struggling to survive on a farm, the family moved to New York, where his father began to work for a rich merchant, loading ships bound for England. Liam eventually joined him, and it was there he first met a young boy named Shay Cormac, who was visiting his father in the Merchant Marine. The two boys became friends, and Liam looked after the young boy who lived in a rough neighborhood and was showing a talent for getting into trouble. As Liam continued to work, he was shocked to learn that despite all the profits made by their employer, the employees remained underpaid and mistreated. Tensions rose between the two sides. In 1736, Liam recruited a few of his young co-workers to begin robbing their employer. However, he was caught and forced to kill a man in self-defense. In order to protect his son, his father took the blame for the murder and was executed by the authorities. Jesus. Lost, Liam drifted from one job to the next, distancing himself from everyone he knew, including his young friend Shay. He kept on robbing New York's richer citizens, so he could send money to his mother, whom he was too ashamed to face. In 1738, he met Achilles, who began to give him small tasks to perform, such as delivering messages to a Volastokiyik man named Kesekovase in the frontier. Achilles' influence grew on him. He began to look up to the man who finally managed to teach him about right and wrong, and eventually the assassins and the Creed. In 1743, Liam became Achilles' first mentee and quickly learned from him. Liam helped Achilles recruit the remainder of his colonial brotherhood, Chevalier de la Vérendrye, Kesekovase, and Hope. In 1748, Liam found his childhood friend Shay Cormac, whose life was shattered after his father died at sea. Liam helped him get back on his feet, and the two became inseparable. Later that year, Liam introduced Shay to Achilles, and it wasn't long before his young friend joined the assassins. Liam was tasked to keep an eye on the latest recruit.
Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
I still don't understand why you can't tell me what we're doing here.
Because Chevalier decided not to tell you.
I thought we were friends, Liam.
We are. But this is business. It doesn't concern you, Shay.
No side ejects allowed.
Am I going too fast for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself.
Crook and make of Seaworld, Crook and make of Seaworld, Crook and make of Seaworld, Crook and Billy McGuire, Crook and Billy McGuire.
Crook 1 Buddy McGuire. Hello there, Mita. Welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the 5 months of resubbing. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. How are things going today? I make my own luck. Indeed. I've actually updated the I make my own luck sound bit to have more variations. So you guys can go wild with it in this playthrough. Hello there, Assertive. Welcome in and good day to you. How's it going today? And yeah, I'm doing good. Had a short day of work today, so glad to get all of it done. Have a bit of extra time to stream today, which is nice. We're gonna make a start here on Rogue and probably also gonna jump over to AC3 later. Since, yeah, there's gonna be quite a bit of jumping back and forth with these two games, yeah?
Now that's booty.
Oh, that's good to hear, Mita. Oh, yeah? Glad you're doing well. Short day of work. You wish you knew what that meant. Yeah, it's understandable too, you know, if you're just like busy all day long. Now that's a booty. That's just one of your everyday quotes, isn't it?
I make my own luck, Liam.
I make my own luck, Liam. That's actually the first luck quote, rather. You took the whole week off? Oh, that's nice, Amita. Definitely nice to get a couple days off there. I'm also gonna have like an extended weekend. Gonna go and visit some relatives. Glad to hear, Zertif. And thank you for the luck. Best of luck with the house chores. Hope it goes well. Shay, Liam, did they use ChatGPT to generate the Irish names? Yeah, not quite yet. ChatGPT wouldn't have been out for another 8 years or so. But they probably opened up a dictionary and just picked the most Irish sounding names ever.
I found a letter. We best not keep Chevalier waiting.
I found a letter. For me? Oi. Who's insulting me in
Hold it
French?
together, men. We will find a way off this island. Look to those wounds, young man. Hold it together, men. We will find a way off this island. The space that... Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph. Couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated! How dare you show me such disrespect? How dare you show me such disrespect? How dare you show me such disrespect?
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You, treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy will be ready for us.
We just need an Aiden. Yeah, I have to wait until Watch Dogs to get an Aiden. Which actually came out in this year too. In 2014, I think. You haven't played this game in almost 5 years. I don't blame you. It's not really, you know, one of the AC games I most look forward to replaying. If it wasn't for like a couple serious playthroughs. But that's mostly due to, you know, story reasons. Gameplay wise, it can actually be quite fun. Louis-Joseph Gauthier Chevalier de la Vérendrye was born to a family of explorers in Ile-aux-Vaches in New France. In 1745 he went on his first expedition with his father to Fort St. Charles on Lake of the Woods. A year later he re-established Fort Maurepas. He was rewarded with the title of Chevalier, Knight, from his father, who passed over Louis-Joseph's older brother to do so. He spent the next 4 years exploring North Dakota and Manitoba. In 1744, de la Vérendrye became a frontier post commander for the French government. It was around this time that he met Achilles and Liam O'Brien and helped them complete an assassin mission. In 1746, Achilles asked de la Vérendrye to join him, an offer that was gladly accepted. De la Vérendrye lost his father in 1749 and further explorations westward were disrupted by politics. Later that same year he met Shay Cormac for the first time and took an instant dislike to him. In 1752, de la Vérendrye returned to fur trading, but business didn't go well for him. I feel like some of the database entries are a bit random, but where they kind of like compiled. Also, not sure why they keep mentioning when people lost their fathers. I feel like with Liam it made sense because it had a huge influence on the way he behaved and kept to himself. But it doesn't really seem to have, you know, hold much relevance here for the Chevalier. Oh yeah, Rob plays it once per year. On April Fools, that is. Oui, baguette.
Remember your train.
Indeed. Remain undetected and kill all British guards. Damn, all of them.
Ready to teach him a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you bilge rat?
Not bad.
Talk before I bash out your brains! Keep an eye out, lads! Their pals are still out there somewhere!
There he goes again.
Thank you.
What? Dead?
What? Dead? It can't be.
Many thanks. I thought I'd be hanged.
Happy hunting, lads!
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just collecting some plants. Shay's just a filthy redacted. Exactly. He's a redacted, filthy redacted. Hello Vasheki, welcome in. It's the best AC, Rod told you so. I don't doubt it. I know he's a huge fan of Shay Patrick Cormac in particular. And there it is, the Morrigan. It's so conveniently placed, it's almost ridiculous.
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful.
Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of merde. You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
You heard, Chevalier? This vessel is yours, Shay. Go on. Take the wheel. Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so certain about their captain, but next to me, you're the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, we could use another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
It's kind of funny how literally in the first 10 minutes of playing or so you get your own ship, and also not the credits, the title drops for the game. You know, whereas for example in Black Flag it took you quite a bit of time to get both to a title drop and to even obtain your own ship. But given, you know, how short the main story is, they kind of like really want you to throw you right into the action. Plus, you're of course expecting maybe some people to have played Black Flag, you know, coming straight into this. Oi, lad. Oi, make my own look. Hello, Lucinda, welcome in. And good day to you.
Mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Me own ship.
Pile of garbage, yes?
Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons, she'll look as fine as anything on the Seven Seas.
Shall we begin, Captain?
Indeed, mate.
Letter.
From.
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect for you, Shay.
The Morrigan was an old goddess. She's the queen of war and darkness. She harvested the souls of fallen warriors. Perfect indeed.
Spread her wings to the wind.
Another Irish name.
Fire!
Ready to hit them, sir! Some shipwrecked cargo here, sir! Some sort of cargo there, sir!
A ship! Citizen false Shen! They will sink her!
Put the Morrigan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men!
Ahoy! Stay
Fire!
More ship incoming, Captain! Briggs! British vessel! Ready here!
Fire!
She's foundering!
Stop them, boy!
Ready to splash, sir! Awaiting up!
They're tearing her to pieces! Do something! It seems this vessel is battle ready after all.
Okay, so these are just like similar to Black Flag, I guess, entries for like specific ship types or unique ships. But we're mostly there to just, you know, look at them. How's it going today, Lucinda? I hope you also had a good rest of your stream yesterday.
To what is left of their Gerfaut. It's a long way home. We have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads. Chevalier is pleased with us.
Now you're ready
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
What the hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit. Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Please proceed calmly to the nearest exit. We repeat, please remain calm. Do not...
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just in an Animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You work for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you get lost. Now let's get out of here. Follow
This
me.
is like,
Double
hands
time.
down, the worst modern day interaction ever. Any of this ring a bell? But I hate her so freaking much. Makes me wanna punch something or something. Listen, are you doing alright today? A little sleepy, but waking up with your morning coffee? Oh, that's good. Definitely gonna, you know, help to have one. I know how that is sometimes. Some mornings. A virus? For me? It's kind of funny because earlier today on work I actually had to do like a, I guess, like a training for cybersecurity. Like everyone had to do it. It was like mandatory. Because earlier this year we had like some pretty, severe like security issues with our company. So no viruses for me, please. Stream went well, you did finish a playthrough, you did die a few times for silly things and got a B rank. I gotcha. But that's really cool though, that you got, you know, the whole playthrough finished. But, I mean, B ranks sound still pretty good, I guess, overall. Yeah, Dex, a proper modern day sequence. In comparison to whatever that was we got in AC Shadows, that's still an upgrade, I guess. Yeah, no kidding, Amita. It's like, you can also just talk to me. Feels like forever ago, because it has been. Yeah. You're not wrong there. I don't blame you one bit, Lucinda. You know, like Black Flag I actually quite like overall. Even though there's also some cringe, you know, moments with the Abstergo employees, but they're kind of like meant to be like that, I would say. But yeah, here it's just like, I don't know, whatever this is. It's like, yeah, you know, I just got out of the Animus. I think I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing here. You know, even if there was like a virus. But it's an odd way to kind of like introduce a player to the modern day concept, you know. It's of course clear they have to kind of like make another introduction. They can't expect everyone to know about what's happening here with modern day, but the way they go about, you know, telling you that you were in an Animus and, you know, that it's there to relive genetic memories and stuff is just really in your face, and I don't know. Oh no, Dex. No, definitely no living beings. That was more like punch a pillow or something. But I'm imagining her face though, that's for sure. Amita, hey Yuva, you finally awake, get out of here. You had actually forgotten her. That's good for, because I don't want to have her stuck in your mind. Especially whenever she calls you numbskull in this game. Yeah, honestly, for how bad in a place the modern day was, Valhalla did actually a pretty decent job, I think, about handling it. I mean, you know, everyone was kind of like, the kind of cat about modern day was at least looking forward to have, you know, some of the beloved modern day characters back, like Sean and Rebecca. And, you know, having like some pretty cool like memos about Desmond and stuff, like that stuff was really good. And it actually ended in a way where it made some people, including me, look forward to what was happening next, you know. It was like a first time in a long time where modern day ending actually left me with my jaw dropped and really looking forward to what's next. But yeah, it's not like Quebec cared all that much about it with Shadows. Nor did Bordeaux with Mirage, really. Which is ironic because it's literally about Basim. But yeah, who needs modern day in a game set about a character that now has de facto became the modern day protagonist? Am I right?
This chaos is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
No, you?
Come on, everyone. Just like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is gonna be okay, guys. Stay positive.
The safety drills.
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But...
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
Fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie? The elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Dex, for feeling that way. I also didn't really like the change too much, you know. I mean, I was actually one of the persons who didn't really mind the ending of AC3 too much. I thought it was like consequential in a way, and I was like fine with Desmond's story ending, to be honest. But I was kind of like expecting that, you know, kind of like maybe focus on Sean, Rebecca, William Mouts, or, you know, some other assassins, starting from there. Not to develop into kind of like, you know, not really committing to anything, which was clear they did here, you know. They didn't want to commit to giving the player an identity out of risk that, you know, I guess would fail even more, I reckon. Exactly, you know. Like, the thing is, they went into the modern day with AC1 already with a plan, right? Like, the initial plan was
Make my own luck, Liam.
to make my own luck. That was the plan. Well, thank you, Violet. But yeah, the plan was initially to actually have a trilogy of games and have the third game kind of like focus a lot more on modern day in Desmond. But then that got dragged out into, you know, 5 games instead, but it was still called AC3, I guess, the third game. But yeah, they definitely didn't have a plan for what would, you know, happen afterwards. At least like that, you know. That was actually like spanning potentially multiple games.
Great. That means you can still access systems. Go ahead and patch me into their feed.
Hello there, Afro. Welcome in. Good day.
Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. 1 beam and 1 beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot.
My right ear really didn't like this.
Good job. This core wasn't too complex. But rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
So Otzeberg is kind of like trying to actively manipulate the people watching this to convince them of, you know, his point of view. And he kind of like, you know, underlays it with some facts and, you know, true things. But it's ultimately just there to kind of like support his, you know, own ideology. And the irony is that Otzeberg himself is getting manipulated by the Templars and has been actively manipulated and blackmailed. So, but I don't want to get too much into this stuff because this is really more lore and modern day based here. And yeah, at this point doesn't really hold much merit for the current history. But I mean, if there's anything, you know, kind of like focusing on what's, you know, currently happening in Shay's timeline, then you might still check that out.
Okay, so I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. Just, you should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you know, feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you know, feel like being sneaky.
Just shut up.
Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
How does he know so much about Shay already, or what his role is? That's the question. Also, can you really trust these memories if they're like based on a virus? Exactly, Dex. Yeah, we definitely planned to make it a trilogy and end it there initially. But we already broke that, kind of like plan when Brotherhood released, really. Because Brotherhood was initially meant to be part of, AC2. Was meant to kind of like, be together, but they ended up separating that. And then Revelations was initially planned to be a Nintendo DS title or something like that, and they then scrapped that idea in favor of another PC port for Ezio. And then AC3 was actually planned for quite a long time, but yeah, already at that point, was like 2 more games than they initially planned for. But it's also part of a reason, I guess, why the initial creator for Assassin's Creed actually left at the end of a Brotherhood development cycle. Because, well, maybe not exactly because, that idea didn't pan out, but he was kind of like saying that he was actually super burned out by, yearly releases and, pumping out so many games in a short time. And I guess being forced to kind of like separate AC2 and Brotherhood, led to that too. Yeah, Shadows also just, didn't really take any chances either. Yeah, the puzzles aren't too difficult in this modern day, I feel like. I definitely always, like doing the modern day puzzles for sure. I would usually actually do quite a bit of modern day in these games, but in this playthrough, just not really much of a focus. Yeah, Idea was a baddie. Looking forward for the Templars to kind of like butcher some, of the names too. Aiter ibn Lahed or something like that. Yeah, this office definitely is a mess. I guess we just threw away everything when the alarm broke out.
I can't let you in here. I suggest you move along.
It's kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You think it's gotten a little too big for its bridges at the moment. Yeah, honestly, I've been really out of the loop with the Marvel Universe for quite a few years now. I was really actively following it when it was kind of like, starting to kind of like get on track. With the first Avengers and, Iron Man movies and all that type of stuff. So I was actually quite into it at that point. But already when the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I kind of enjoyed the movie, but I was already feeling like, with all the movies that came out around the time and afterwards, that it was just getting a bit too much, and I didn't want to, have to go into the movies a couple times a year just to kind of like keep up with what's happening. Just to watch, Marvel movies. So I just didn't really... I haven't really followed up on it since then. Burn out by 3 games? Weakling. Yeah, 3 games in like 3 years, pretty much. Well, 4 years, I guess. But still. Haven't seen Marvel things since Endgame. I watched a bit of Secret Wars, it was terrible. Oh yeah? I'm not even sure what the last like Marvel Universe movie was that I watched. No idea.
It has been a long time.
Achilles.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale, who's a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
I see.
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Tell me what happened, old friend.
It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this. But did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Vonredi has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame. So we cannot know if he found the site.
Indeed. But if there was a temple under the waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts that showed the way?
Stolen. The Templars broke in during the chaos. They seized the manuscript and precursor box. I gave chase on the sea, but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We must consider what to do next.
So I think this scene is quite revealing. Because for one, it's definitely confirmed that, you know, Achilles maybe doesn't care so much about the, you know, lost lives as he cares about the mission. I mean, you could argue that that's the case. I still would say that's doubtful. But he's just, you know, it's something that he has to know. But also reveals, much more importantly, that they don't know that the tempo actually triggered the earthquake. They just think it was happening, you know, at the same time. But they have no idea it's actually related to each other. And the person who triggered it, you know, the assassin, the Maroon, he didn't get out of there alive. He actually got killed by Templars. So he never could tell the assassins about, you know, interacting with the temples leading to that. It's a very important detail in the story because Shay suspects that the assassins do know about it, you know. Even though he clearly hears here that they are in ignorance and they, you know, can't really know for sure. Nor do they suspect that that's the case, you know. It's kind of like unheard of that interacting, you know, with a piece of Eden or like tempo so far, you know, causes kind of like earthquakes on that kind of like level.
Adewale looked worried earlier.
But yeah, it's definitely not something that the assassins are willingly trying to provocate.
Seen him yet?
Which Shay later, of course, you know, blames them for. Hello, Vaave, welcome in. Good day to you. And yeah, it's going pretty good. Getting started on Rogue. Also gonna jump over to AC3 later, I think. But yeah, definitely having a good day so far. Had a short day of work, so could start a bit earlier to stream. But I hope that work is going for you today, Vo. Is this so mad they didn't give Shay a suit from a promotional art? Yeah? Didn't they? I didn't notice that actually. With his like Templar outfit. I will have to have a closer look this time. Oh, very nice, Arve. That's great to hear, dude. Definitely nice to get an early, you know, end to work day.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
A pity. The boy has so much potential. But so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
Oh, I mean, maybe do your training, Shay. That would be a start. Okay, no option objectives yet.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on. Shoot these targets. You can take your time, but not too much. With more work after this.
Yeah, I saw like a teaser for Pluribus Ave. I'm definitely looking quite forward to watch that one because, you know, I love the actress and, I mean, you know, having never Vince Gilligan show. Can't wait to actually see it. As far as I know, it's not related to Breaking Bad. But I mean, it's still set in Albuquerque, right? So who knows, you know, if they might not actually throw in, you know, some kind of reference or something. But, yeah, don't blame me for not watching it, you know, not getting spoiled. It's probably the good core if you're, you know, not yet finished with Better Call Saul. Yeah, Afro. I make my own training and optional objectives.
Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
Time's running out. Well done, Shay. Keep it up. You're doing all right, Shay. But don't let the others vex you. They mean well, though they'll never show it.
No worries, Ava. I hope the rest of work goes well. And thank you, dude.
Let's have a pint this evening.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. Don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay.
Remain undetected during the lesson.
Can you kill without being noticed? Nicely done. I am surprised. Top form, Shay. You certainly know how to handle yourself. Top form, Shay. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you.
Isigowase was born in Wolastoqiyik territory, what is now known as New Brunswick. Until his teens, he lived in a walled village surrounded by farm fields, where he practiced hunting, fishing, and various survival skills. As European hostilities grew, Kisikowase joined other men from his village as mercenaries helping the French army. In 1746, he met Achilles and Liam O'Brien, who were working with the French army on behalf of the assassins. They were impressed with his prowess and determination and invited him to join the Brotherhood. In 1749, he met Shay Cormac and became one of his instructors. So waited 3 years to actually teach us how to survive on the frontier? That's a long introduction.
It is time for the hunt.
Also Brabeck. Alright. Let's locate an animal.
Use all your senses together to find prey. Killing should not be meaningless. We must use what nature gives us. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature.
Here we can craft our first pistol holsters.
With these, you can keep your pistols close. Achilles has one more thing to show you.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost? The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
Yeah, more like the opposite, but Achilles doesn't know that. So I just want to check if I actually have gotten the 100% sync here in the first mission. But yeah, we did. Because we didn't actually have like a mission ending screen there. So that finishes March of 1752. The next mission will take place in April. Hope Jensen. Hope was born in New York City to a modest family, but was placed in an orphanage after her parents died. She was adopted by a German couple who hoped to build a new life for themselves in the colonies. They symbolize this desire in the name of their adopted daughter, Hope. Years of hard work finally paid off for Hope's father, who saw his business endeavors turn great profits, and the family rubbed elbows with New York's elite. But despite their wealth and best efforts to fit in, they are never truly accepted in New York's finer circles. Hope received a good education from private tutors and gradually realized that the world was unfair. In 1742, Hope's adopted father disappeared under mysterious circumstances, never to be seen again. Later that same year, her father's former business partners took control of the family business, leaving her adopted mother with nothing. Hope and her mother were destitute, forced to live on the streets. Hope's mother died after a long and painful disease, and despite Hope's best efforts at stealing food and medicine, Hope vowed never to depend on anyone ever again. In 1746, Hope met Achilles, who was impressed by her survival instincts, pickpocketing skills, and strength of will. She was inducted into the Brotherhood a year later. Achilles ordered her to set up a network in New York City, and before long, Hope controlled most of New York's organized crime. Okay, so this is just a repetition of everything we've had in the last game. In Freedom Cry, and already in the main game we also had a database entry. This will be the third time I actually read this entire database entry, and I'm not going to. If you watch the historic order run so far, then you know who Adewale is and what he has done these past years. The classic high Ave by Ave.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Do you, Shaky? Oh, you know where to find AC Valhalla? Not in my library.
Where to? Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we know most at ease when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail.
I choose me own battlefield.
Loose all! Let's move!
Who's down? We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
So Achilles tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. Need to find what was stolen from Mac and Dalshay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. You'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the Pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
It's kind of interesting how Shay is really trying to provocate a conflict there between, you know, Liam and Connor. Now, Connor is the son that unfortunately is already dead by the time AC3 happens. That's the reason why Raton-Akedon gets the name of Connor by Achilles. Since kind of like sees him as his, you know, kind of like adoptive son in a way. But it's really a shame that in Rogue we never really see Connor or, you know, Achilles' wife. Because it would have led to you maybe, you know, having more empathy for Achilles' situation. But yeah, they tried to actively avoid that to happen. I've like no X weapons whatsoever. Only the side and front cannons. It takes like ages to even take down a brick if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna sell. Oh fuck. No. I don't wanna die. I was a bit too close there. Yeah, fighting bricks early on in Rogue is no fun without any upgrades. You just deal no damage whatsoever, and they, like, if they actually end up ramming you, they'll probably like two-shot you or something.
Trust me, you will sell those lobster by the ton in France. Ah, the cabbage farmer has returned. About time. We have a lead on that curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it. But one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
How trustworthy are the pirates?
I consider them brothers, Shay. When the time comes, they will lend aid and help us fight the Templars. If only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Are the Templars truly in control in the colonies?
Not quite, but their influence reaches far and wide.
And what about the spy we're meeting?
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood. As it happens, he also has friends in both the French and English fleets. And he knows more about what goes on in these parts than you can ever hope to learn.
So Liam, what can you tell me about Adewale? You obviously admire the man.
I had the honor of working with him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our cause. It's much more than that.
Adewale was already a legend before joining the Brotherhood. He was a pirate. The scourge of the West Indies. Rubbing elbows with the likes of Blackbeard, Woodes Rogers, and Calico Jack Rackham.
Calico who?
Oh, read a book, will you?
About 20 years ago, Adewale intercepted a Templar convoy and stole a mysterious package. He traveled to Port-au-Prince and entrusted it to a woman he believed was loyal to our cause.
Let me guess. She wasn't.
Studs out! Let's get moving! Loose tops and rock!
There, Cap! An English vessel, and she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
Now let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Pretty sight. I say this is a good day to lighten King George's pockets.
Be careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too much damage and she'll go down with all souls. It's all spoiled.
And loot her before the crew knows what hit them.
Now's on sail! Fire!
Taking a hit, Captain!
Captain, hold your fire. Don't want to sink her. Now's the time. Let's board her.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Afro. That also happens in modern day. Like earlier when I did the modern day puzzle, Violet was like constantly screaming in my right ear.
Come on, men! The spoils are ours! For the Morrigan! Out!
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. We should strengthen the Morgan before going any further. There's a harbour master stationed nearby. Spend our new wealth on improvements.
I didn't realize there was a brotherhood in Haiti.
Yes. Francois McCandle is their mentor. He gathers many of his assassins from the Maroons.
Those are escaped slaves and their children, right?
They are. A shame, though. They escaped terrible conditions only to be killed in an earthquake.
But Haiti's a French colony now.
Aye, it is.
And here, the assassins are helping King Louis. But in Haiti, the French own the slaves who are set free by the assassins.
Our struggle is beyond political borders, Shay.
Anticosti shouldn't be far. Keep us on course, Captain.
You know, that's a good way to generalize French people there, Shay. It's like, we're working together with the French in Haiti, in general, But in Haiti, they're, you know, suppressing people that we work for. It's like, maybe they're not exactly the same French people, Shay. That thought ever crossed your mind?
I see nothing but fishermen and their gear.
Aye. Per se and fishing go hand in hand. But it will serve our purposes well enough. The French fish these waters first, but King George is laying claim to more every year. The locals are caught in the middle.
Ease off the wind! Furlough!
Anchor away! You better borrow some coin. Bartering with an empty purse won't get you very far.
What do you be needing today, then?
Alright, let's go ahead and sell some tobacco. And let's get the How armor upgrade. Slightly improved resistance to damage. And the broadside cannon upgrade here, giving us 9 broadside cannons total.
My thanks for your trust, Captain.
We should resume course to Anticosti, Captain.
Indeed. The chasseur is waiting for us.
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. The Morrigan seems sturdy enough for the challenge.
All sail, shall take it.
We're clear, Captain.
Ships ahoy!
More fishermen from Persay. Careful, Sean. These waters are full of them.
Enemy ships!
They're sinking the fishing boats.
You must believe those fishermen strayed into their waters.
These scoundrels must pay!
And would you look at that? Standing right in our way to Anticosti. What say you? We sink every last one of them?
For once, I find myself agreeing with you, Shay. Stranger things have happened.
Figured out for us.
And maybe I'm Emperor of Rome.
Ave Caesar. Salt air, open skies. A man out on the ocean is as free as a man can be. What do you say, Liam?
We're out here for a reason, Shay. Mind your duty.
But what's the point of freedom if you cannot breathe deep and enjoy it?
The Templars stick to this continent like tar. I won't feel liberated until we pry them off.
Seems to me we should just talk to them like men, instead of skulking around.
And would you smile and wish them a good day as they lay their boot on your neck?
Of course not.
They're murdering bastards who want to control the world and everyone in it. Never forget.
We have nothing in common with that, of course.
Yeah, Shay, how about you just go straight to a Templar and try to just have a regular conversation with him? or revealing yourself as an assassin. I'm sure that's gonna go alright for you.
Anticosti. The chasseur should be there. And with any luck, he will know where to find that manuscript.
With any luck? You should know I make my own luck.
Can't be far now, Captain.
Baron, get them!
Dock the ship here, Captain. We've arrived at Anticosti Island.
The rum here is terrible. Let me see. That's not rum.
Anticosti Island. The French explorer Jacques Cartier was the first European to discover Anticosti in 1534. He originally named it the Ao de Assomption, as well as declaring it a strange and cursed island. However, by the 17th century, it was referred to as Anticosti in an attempt to mimic the name used by the indigenous people of the area. Although historically more of a hunting ground than anything else, the island was settled in 1680 when King Louis XIV of France handed it over to the explorer Louis Joliet. Joliet, finding himself in possession of the largest privately owned island in the world, built a fort for his family there. Despite its size, Anticosti has never been a well-populated island, likely due to its treacherous coastline. Anticosti became a territory of the British Empire as part of the Treaty of Paris that ended the 7 Years' War, and officially became part of a province of Quebec in 1867. Who's gonna collect all them fragments? I think that's gonna be you, because I sure as shit won't. Not in this playthrough.
So, Louis Joseph, how goes the fur trade?
Not well enough to put beef on my family's plates.
If you want beef, raid more British brigs. They're loaded down with barrels.
Oh yes, their Irish farms yield much meat, don't they? And that is smart management. Far better than the locals could do.
Oh my god, they're robbing from the Irish. Don't tell that to Shay. You must know Shay is very loyal to the Irish.
Take a look at this. I borrowed these plans from a Royal Navy ship of the line. They are like nothing I have ever seen.
Good. We could use some more powerful weapons. Le Chasseur, allow me to present our associate, Shay Cormac.
Gentlemen, I have news. On this same ship, I spied the manuscript you seek. It was written in an exotic language I did not recognize and was full of drawings, plants, and animals out of an opium dream.
Were there no charts, no maps?
No. There may have been some kind of code, but neither I nor the roast beefs could ken
Where's
it.
the manuscript now?
The man who brought it said a man named Washington sent him.
I know that name. He's an important Templar, isn't he?
He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions that Templars have helped fulfill. Shay, let's return and find him. You, sir, have our thanks.
People are like, not the Washington I expected. But yeah, that's the brother to George Washington, I believe. Inca Sailor Soldier Spy. And that finishes April of 1752. The next mission actually has a specific date, because that's gonna be the death date of Lawrence Washington, being the 26th of July. And that's also gonna be the last mission before we jump over to start AC3. Thank you, Lucinda. Definitely good to get the full sync on a first try. Actually wonder... Oh, never mind, there's no Harbor Master here. Was I looking if there's any other upgrades I could be getting? But I already have access to the fleet here, right? And everything. At least to the upgrade part. Yeah, we could upgrade the round shot strength here. Would be quite nice. Or the heavy shot, which is even more important. Let's get this. Don't have access to the fleet just yet.
Captain, how's the wheel? So what's our next heading? Wherever this Lawrence Washington docks is ours. Liam, you're finally getting into the spirit of things. He's a temper and a politician. What's there to like? Good. Hoist anchor. Where does Chevalier get off ordering us around like that? We're assassins, same as him.
He's more experienced and he knows these waters better, Shay. That makes him in charge in these parts.
Well, he commands me around back at the homestead too. Is he a truffle pig to know land better than me?
Show some respect, Shay.
He ought to respect me, Liam. I stick my neck out as much as any of us.
Yeah, twice as often it seems. That's just the thing. Chevalier hangs back and thinks before making a decision. His experience has earned him that right.
I wonder how much more experience I'll need before I can decide when to wake up or take action. I swear, Liam, sometimes I feel I was more grown up when we were children. We slept rough and scrounged for meat, but at least we decided where and when.
Weather's coming against us!
So in comparison to Black Flag, it's not like one continuous map, there's actually two different ones. We got the North Atlantic and then the River Valley map here. So that's where we're headed.
Let out some sail! Tops, gallants, royals, studs! Stunsails!
River Valley. Although explorers such as John Cabot noted the gulf of the St. Lawrence River in the 15th century, the first European explorer to set sail up the river itself was Jacques Cartier, with help from some local Iroquois. He misunderstood the Huron Iroquois word for village, Kanata, and began to refer to the larger area north of the river as Canada. Explorers and fur traders opened up the territory. French settlements limited the westward expansion of the British, and before long they grew alarmed at the potential scope of French expansionism. The British and French clashed frequently in the colonies, and eventually the 7 Years' War broke out in 1755. Which is always funny to me when in the beginning, you know, kind of like Shay says, the 7 Years' War is about to begin. And it's like still another 3 to 4 years, really. But yeah, I mean, if he's telling that story from like, you know, maybe, you know, he's like in his 40s or 50s, kind of like age, then, you know, that makes sense, kind of like say it like that.
Some sort of cargo there. Over there, Cap.
Cold and dreary morning in December.
We're bearing down on land, Captain.
Blues up! These are sticks!
Went, I swear I can't.
Templars desire to understand the nature of these artifacts. Their spies have called upon many doctors and other learned people in New York.
They have also approached many tribes with questions.
Yeah, they've been showing that manuscript far and wide. No one can read the strange writing or understand the images. We do have a name, though.
We learned that Lawrence Washington sent out the manuscript.
Lawrence Washington. Businessman, Virginian politician, and high-ranking Templar.
Ah, yes. I recently heard he was back from the West Indies. One of my men saw his major domo pick up a strange package.
Then that package will be delivered to him promptly. Shay, figure out what it is and find Washington. And when you do, learn all you can.
I'll prepare the Morrigan.
Captain's trick!
Lose and catch the wind!
Well, if we've any luck, that ship will lead us right to him.
Aloft, lads!
I make my
Where's
own
the
luck,
lawyer?
Liam. And Washington is running out of his.
Red Bank in sight, sir.
Aye.
Good hunting ground.
There she is! All right, men. Time to be quiet.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman, slave owner, and a leading Templar. We lost track of him about a year ago.
Looks bad.
I recently learned he was in Barbados, but I haven't been able to confirm that.
Now you think he had something to do with the theft of the artifacts, don't you?
I wouldn't put it past him. 80's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to the colonies certainly coincides with the arrival of the artifacts.
We cannot let the Templars get control of these colonies. Whatever happens, Lawrence Washington must not survive.
I'll make sure he doesn't.
Hello, Vamne Bassett, welcome in. And good day to you. We just learned about the origin of the name Canada. Coming from the Iroquois word Kanata, which was kind of like misunderstood apparently by the colonists. How's it going today, dude?
Blockade, Captain! This won't do. Shay, you must follow that ship on land.
I'll do that. Bring the Morrigan around another way.
Aye, Captain. Track that package and find Washington.
Get to the chopper!
But they're definitely gonna make lots of luck today. Hello there, Dr. Darling. Welcome in, dude.
And remember what I said, Shay. Washington must die.
Indeed. Playing everyone's favorite Assassin's Creed game. After AC Autosave it is. Oh yeah, for sure I'm invested. I would love to see that actually. But I don't blame you, you know, like, that's, you know, a pretty big thing growing up. Watching that. Not so soon. I mean, I'm probably gonna be on for like another 2 hours at least, Dr. Darling. I reckon. So still a bit of time left. I don't blame you, I'm in the best suit. Yeah, you know, I definitely like to make fun of this game too, but I definitely won't deny that I also, you know, have fun playing it every now and then. I mean, it's pretty much like, you know, based on Black Flag. And, you know, Black Flag itself is a pretty good game. Is there like any objective I have here? Not yet.
That's a bit insensitive, isn't it?
Hello there, Gorky, welcome in. And good day to you. Cheers, dude. Thank you for sharing that.
Come back, you cop piece!
What's this? A rifle?
You there! Stay! Where you are?
How can that be? It makes no sound. Thanks for the present, Master Washington.
Shay shooting darts.
Surprise. Not quite what I was expecting. Now I must find Washington and interrogate him.
Shay shooting darts and it's like, I'm surprised it doesn't make any sound. Like, but it doesn't sound like a bullet.
Captain brought in more men.
What's so special about this party?
Who knows? All I've been told is that this is Lawrence Washington.
I need to get to Washington first. Then I'll worry about the artifacts.
You transferred here from Boston, did you?
Yes. I had to get away from that dreadful Thatcher.
Yeah.
Brother, are you sure you shouldn't be in bed?
I am fine, George. Be a good host for my sake. Go to the wine cellar and get something special for our guests.
I will. Gentlemen?
My brother is a bright spot in a troubled land. If I may make one request before I depart this life, please leave him in peace. He should have nothing to do with the troubles of the Templar cause.
We all respect that sentiment, sir.
You have my thanks, gentlemen. Master Smith, are you ready to leave on your voyage?
Aye, sir. I shall return with answers.
Master Wardrop, are you likewise engaged with the manuscript?
Yes, sir. We will soon know its meaning.
Then I bid you take your leave.
Washington can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Better be right about...
Hello there, Zomb. Welcome in. And good day. Yeah, it's going pretty good over here. Getting started with AC Rogue, and in a bit we're gonna start with AC 3 as well. Gonna jump over here soon, once we finish with this mission. How's your day going? George Washington was born in Virginia to a family of moderately prosperous tobacco planters. When Washington's father died, his older half-brother Lawrence became his role model. Knock knock. Who's there? Hello Varrot, welcome in, dude. And thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How was the rest of Shadow Man today? I guess I'm just gonna give a couple shoutouts there, because I gave accidentally one to Amita first. Might as well. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome back, Lucinda. And I'm in the best suit and Amita. Hope you had a good time with the rest of Shadow Man today. And that's the verse of a shout of Amita. Lawrence married Anne Fairfax, whose father, Colonel William Fairfax, exerted a great influence on George Washington. The Fairfax family helped launch George Washington's career as a government surveyor. In 1751, George traveled to Barbados with Lawrence, who suffered from tuberculosis. George caught a minor case of smallpox, which sickened and scarred him, but saved him from worse disease later in life. A year later, Lawrence returned from the tropics to Virginia, where he died, leaving George in control of a family plantation. Washington inherited his brother's position as an adjutant and became a major in the army. In 1754, militiamen under his command ambushed a French patrol, who were encroaching a nearby fort, and it became the first battle of the French and Indian War. So I already talk about the future here. Which is a bit curious, because usually they cut off in the year that the mission takes place. Later the same year, Washington surrendered to the French at the Battle of Fort Necessity, but mistakenly signed a document saying their commander was assassinated. No words of shoutouts either, Lucinda and I'm in a bear suit. No worries for a shoutout either. You went great, got lots more done. Still a bit to do, but you're enjoying it. We did a great job with a remaster. That's really great to hear, dude. Because you never know with remasters if I like a cash grab or if I like really bringing good additions to it. And it really seems like Shadow Man has done a good job there, like graphically, but also with the extra content. So that's cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying it so much. For AC playthroughs in a single day, that's quite a bit, indeed. It could even be that we're gonna have 3 AC games on a day between Rogue, AC3 and Liberation. But today it's just gonna be Rogue and AC3 WoW. They just didn't care about spoilers, I guess. Seems like, yeah. I really didn't. Lawrence Washington was born in Virginia and was a mentor of sorts to his more famous half-brother, George Washington. Lawrence was educated in England, where he was recruited into the Templar Order by Grand Master Reginald Birch. Lawrence returned to Virginia in 1738 to oversee his father's plantation on the Potomac River and also to seek out precursor relics. In 1739, the British Parliament created an infantry for its American colonies to be used in the conflict against Spain and the West Indies. Lawrence Washington arrived in Jamaica in 1741 and saw action in expeditions against Cartagena, New Granada, Cuba, and Panama. Many casualties in these conflicts were the result of disease rather than violence. Because he arrived in the tropics early, he managed to survive fevers that decimated the other American colonists. Upon his return to the American colonies, Washington became a militia commander at the rank of major. Washington married Anne Fairfax in 1743, and in 1747 he, his father-in-law, and other prominent businessmen began to work together with the goal of opening trade to the American interior. Lawrence was diagnosed with tuberculosis and traveled to Barbados with his younger brother George in an attempt to help his health. George caught a minor case of smallpox, and Lawrence used the opportunity to travel to Port-au-Prince on Templar business. Lawrence returned to his Mount Vernon home in July 1752, where he died from his disease. His younger brother George eventually inherited and took over management of a Mount Vernon plantation. Rod came here to see some horror. A proper horror game. I should actually jump from this to AC Odyssey for the 4 horror dose there. Exactly, dude, you know, some games definitely get a remaster where it seems like you're actually better off playing the original. Hello Vecchioni, welcome in, dude. Thank you for joining with a raid. Good day to you. Assassin's Creed horror. Maybe that's how the Assassin's Creed Hexa game is gonna be called. It's supposed to have like some horror elements apparently. Hello Vashilla, welcome in, dude. That's no worries, dude. Never too late to raid, as I like to say. Hope you're having a nice day so far, dude. Oh, very cool, Rod. Yeah, I don't blame you, especially if you're getting like so close to finishing Shadow Man. And I mean, there's still like another 16 days actually to go in October. So plenty of time to, you know, throw in another playthrough. Assassin's Creed Evo. Evo Knievo. Mount Vernon. John Washington, great-grandfather to Lawrence and George, bought the land in 1674 with his friend Nicholas Spencer. The acreage was then referred to by its native name of Epse Vasson, and in 1690 the heirs of Washington and Spencer split the land, leaving the Washingtons with a portion that ran along Little Hunting Creek. Lawrence Washington's father, Augustin, renamed it Little Hunting Creek, and in 1738 Lawrence returned from school in England and began to oversee the family's tobacco plantation. When he inherited the estate, he renamed it Mount Vernon in honor of Vice Admiral Edward Vernon, who was his commanding officer in the Royal Navy. When his half-brother George Washington inherited the property, he kept the name.
Because I'm about to murder a dying man.
I mean, at least you don't have to feel too bad about it, Shay, if he's already dying. Fancy music to murder too.
Appreciate this light show.
It's very joyful, isn't it? Very fitting.
Yes? Delicious.
I love your dress. Is it true from Paris?
I was a fur trader in Ohio country.
Of course it is.
Too much tension between the English, French, and natives.
Now that the British are here to stay, maybe we can get some decent food for a change. Famished as it is.
I saw a giant.
I was a fur trader in Ohio country. Too much tension between the English, French, and natives. I was a fur trader in Ohio country, but I had to leave. Too much tension between the English, French, and natives.
I'm parched. Who's for beer?
Haven't we just come from the pub?
How wait? And yet, I'm not here to hear say. The British in charge of this town, literally mucking at our party.
Corrupt politicians, taxis, this place might just become civilized after all.
I'm parched. Who's for beer? So what you're saying is the government has changed time itself?
Not really, no. But the calendar starts on the 1st of January.
Bloody politicians! Is there anything they won't do?
I saw a giant bear the other day.
It's a part of the local wildlife.
There are monsters living in our backyard.
You are too late, assassin.
It's never too late to ruin Templar plans, Master Washington.
But my plans are already in motion. Even leading you here has given my allies time to escape. Thank you for making my end a quick one.
And thank you for revealing your master plan, you scheming snake.
You scheming snake.
God damn it. Better hurry. Liam, I hope you brought the ship around.
We're not getting through here.
You won't get past.
Right, let's see what you... It's not a ship mortar! That's not sporting!
The helm chain. The break up.
They hit us! Where, sir?
Got you lined up, dog. Got you lined up, dog.
Unfurled, main!
Jesus.
Off the wind! Fire!
Report. What's our status? Waiting orders! She's foundering!
What the fuck? Was für Damage? Was like so much damage when I usually get in this mission? Exactly, Amita. Murdering in style.
Washington is dead.
You look disappointed.
Sickly way that man looked. He would have been dead in a month anyway. And 2 other Templars got away. They're looking into the manuscript and box.
Did they have the artifacts?
I don't know. Perhaps. I can't be sure.
Then you did what was right by the Brotherhood. Find the object later. Cheer up, Shay.
It's a rare day we can sow such chaos among the Templars.
Perhaps. But to hear Washington speak, it didn't sound like they'd be too put out by the loss.
Well, that's what he'd want you to think.
Oh yeah, that's another mission full synced. By invitation only. And that also finishes the first sequence of AC Rogue, and with it the year 1752, because it won't be until 1754 that the next Rogue mission takes place, which is also after the start of AC3. So let's go ahead and continue for now, see what's gonna happen. Just kind of like advance to the next point where we can exit.
The memory appears to be fragmented. How much time has passed?
A few months, I think. That virus is cutting off our access to complete memories.
A few months, huh? That's like almost 2 years. We went from July 1752 to May 54. But yeah, of course Violet can't even do maths. Doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I'm not gonna listen to this. For one, it's modern day, and also this is like beyond where AC3 starts, so we're gonna go and quit here to the main menu. And then I'm actually gonna go and take a break. And when I return, we're gonna go and get started with AC3. It's gonna be interesting because with AC3 we're only playing the first mission in the theater. Then we're starting the journey to the new world. But because the journey to the new world takes place over 72 days, we're actually gonna jump back to Rogue on 2 occasions. Then go back to the journey, then go back to Rogue again. Then carry on with AC3. So yeah, we're gonna actually interrupt that one mission AC3 2 times. But yeah, considering, you know, over how many days it takes place, makes sense. Thank you for the GG's, Lucina. And let me go and exit to desktop here real quick. And for now I'm gonna leave you with some of the Rogue soundtrack, and when I return I'm gonna put on some good old AC3 soundtrack and of course the game. So catch you guys